Welcome to dn'a, this is Dakota, and I am back with Subnautica. So it turns out I left out a few things that were added in the last update. Oh, I didn't realize it was dark. Well, this is what my base looks like at nighttime with the spotlights and the glowing creeper vines. So one of the new things they added, this is the machinery update, which is what the last video was on, is that there are some new functionalities in your Cyclops. So check that out.
Captain. All systems online.
Including the new male apathetic robotic voice. So one thing you can do is, okay, there's the ladder. These lockers down here are now usable. I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but I didn't actually show it. They don't have much storage space, but 5 free lockers, better than nothing. You can also turn the lights on and off, I believe. Yeah, external floodlights, so your headlights basically. And you can also turn the interior lights off, which I kind of like it when it's offline. It looks kind of fits with if you're bringing this like deep under the sea. This is probably not particularly useful, especially if the lighting does adjust so that the darkness inside here matches the darkness outside. But I'm not sure if it does, because it's pitch black out there and there's still some amount of light. I wonder if this monitor is what's projecting all of it. Okay, so I'll turn that back on. No, not the floodlights. Oh wow, that really lights up my base. Turn on the interior lights. The other thing is that you can now drive your Cyclops, and there are cameras that you can change between. So when you drive your Cyclops, you now have this little interface here, which I'm assuming the red dots are indicating when you're close to a collision. So we've got something there and there. And then you can click this icon and switch cameras. So this one, it's kind of hard to tell in the dark, but I think that's underneath the sub. This is above the sub. This is probably my favorite one. You get a really good sense of spatial awareness because you can swivel the camera 360 degrees. Every time I see these fish, they're like grouped up in a ball and glitching out. Except for now, of course, now that I say it. Make me look like a liar. Where's this one? Oh, okay, this is right by the front of it, I think. Or the back, I'm not sure. The back. Alright. I'm not sure where this camera actually is. It kind of looks like it's floating in nothingness. And there might be one more. Yeah, the middle section. Alright. Let's get out of here. So what I wanted to do this episode is basically go down to the Deep Grand Reef, which I've hardly explored. I don't have my seamoth there. I keep thinking that I can get out of the sub from there. No, that's the hatch I want. So what I'm going to do is I'll go to the regular Grand Reef, start there, but I'll cut that part out so as not to bore everyone with the constant popping in of items and the super tedious like 2.5 minute journey there. If that, but whatever. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, we're here in the Grand Reef. I was just looking around and probably went a little too far from my sub. Okay. It's hard to tell when there's all these rocks in the way. I'm not in experimental mode, but apparently they have added like a new biome in this area, the Lost River, which has the skeleton of a giant creature. I mentioned this last episode if you want the detailed rundown of it without actually going there, because I haven't opted into experimental mode, but I might eventually. So I want to keep my save file intact as long as possible, since this is the actual file that I worked on and gathered all those materials. So, from what I've read, you can actually encounter the Crabsquid here as well, and not just in the largely incomplete Blood Kelp 2 zone, which was notoriously difficult to find, even though I'm sure I probably would have had a much easier time with it if I wasn't looking for it. But such is life. Okay. I think I've been down here once, and I was getting all sorts of crazy drops like diamonds, and I should probably scan fragments. When the game updated, I lost a lot of my blueprints for some reason. Yeah, for example, I clearly have a moon pool, but apparently I don't have the fragment.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Lots of quartz down here. I think that's called brain coral on Don't remember what the spherical things are called, but kind of look like the koosh. Oh, right there. So you can get diamonds from down here. I think they added a new resource. They cut out just finding plain uranium, which you usually found by the mountains, and now you found like uraninite crystal or something along those lines. Another fragment. I'm actually kind of surprised that the popping is affecting my game so much, considering that it's really dark. Do I have this yet? No, I don't. And I've scanned this. I scanned this in the dunes, I think. And I got it to completion, but it seems to have reset again. So there may already be problems with my save file, and I may have to restart. Hope I don't. Oh, that might be the uraninite crystal that I was talking about? Yeah, okay. So it looks like green quartz. What is that? Aluminum oxide. Oh, I don't know what you use that for, but I'll take it. Gold. I've already got a lot of gold. Apparently gold's supposed to be a rare resource if the little jingle is any indicator, but I've literally got like an entire locker just full of the stuff. The resource that I don't get is silver. Even though I've set up in the red grass, I just can't find silver anywhere. It doesn't help that the nodes that you get silver from are often hidden in the grass, because they're just little rocks and they're not quite tall enough to stand out from the grass. Is my guy not wearing a helmet? How? 400 meters underwater, the water pressure would be imploding my skull right now. And yet, if you look on the peripheries of the screen, I've got like a diver's helmet. It must be a graphical thing. This game is early access, so maybe it's just like a face mask. Looks like he's got some sort of pompadour thing going on. The future is funky. Alright, so back to finding the Deep Grand Reef. This looks pretty deep. Let's go down here. Oh, it's like a cave. I don't like this. The sensation of being underwater with something above you that you can't get through if you need oxygen is pretty terrifying. Probably a phobia of a lot of people. It's like being trapped under ice. Alright, any Crabsquids? Took me forever to find them in the blood kelp zone. Oh! Okay, there he is. This game just wants to make a liar out of me. Those things are unsettling. They're like big underwater Metroids. They don't have a lot in the way of animations right now. I'll just leave him be. Back to going deep underwater. Well, one of my objectives has already been fulfilled. I just want to see how far this goes. I'm probably going to reach a point where there's like a solid wall, because that's probably where the Lost River biome is going to be implemented, which it might come out in the next update, like the full version, more or less full version of it. I don't know how full of as full a version as an early access game can get anyway. I think you can break these things now. They used to be just decorative, but yeah, purple pine cone. What's in there? Salt. There. I don't really need salt. I've got hanging fruit trees that provide infinite food. Speaking of which, well, not really speaking of which, I brought food with me. I have the water purifier thing, and it creates bottled water and salt at the expense of a little bit of your base's energy, but I think it's a pretty worthwhile trade. I've got enough solar panels to have infinite energy anyway. I have a nuclear reactor. Oh, another one. Shit. I've got another, I've got 2 bioreactors and a nuclear reactor, but I think they changed those since the last update. Oh my god, these things are everywhere. Should have just come here in the last episode instead of the blood kelp. But, yeah, so I think there's a new nuclear reactor, which I don't have the blueprint for. That might be why, my blueprints have been reset. The cube. Guess this is the end. Just walked into a big development box. This is probably where the Lost River begins or something. Can I, like... There's a ceiling. I can't go up. Oh, that's interesting. They just have a big gaping hole here. Well, it's definitely going to lead somewhere. Like, they've got the threshold already implemented. And, what looks almost like tire treads on the bottom. Oh, one other thing that they added in the update, and I'm sure pretty much everybody's seen this already, but I'll do it too. They added the Sea Dragon Leviathan and Sea Emperor, which you can spawn through console commands. And they don't have a lot of their animations, but they can kill you, so I'm gonna retreat to my sub. Whoa. What's up with his eyes? In the concept art, it's like yellow and glowing. Alright. He's not as big as he looked in the concept art. Okay, you just swim around in the abyss. I'm gonna summon the Sea Emperor somewhere a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Is he gonna come after me? Yeah, he is. Look at him, he's like swatting me aside. Okay, how do I get away from this thing? So clearly he's aggressive. And I wonder if he is. Okay, he's retreating. Wow, that looked creepy. Really Crabsquid? Yeah, okay, I want to stay away from them. The less damage I accrue, the better. Okay. So, Sea Dragon. Not Sea Dragon, Sea Emperor? Spawn. Sea Emperor. Spawn Leviathan? Oh, okay, there he is. There's the big guy. He, right now he's about equal in size to the Sea Dragon, but apparently he's going to be absolutely massive in the final release. I saw one concept art picture that pegged him as being... his head alone was like the size of the Cyclops. No, you stay away. I'm not sure if that was legitimate or not, but... it had vectors and... oh, shit. Lots of concept art looking stuff, but so... it's about as credible... shit. It's about as credible as it gets on the internet. Okay, I'm nearly dead. He hits pretty hard. I imagine he'll be instant death in the final release if he's as big as I just claimed. He could just swallow you in your sub-hole. But there's going to be like a storyline revolving around this guy. There's a new biome going to be called Sea Emperor's Prison. I think you can spawn warpers now, actually. Let's see if I can do that. If this guy will leave me alone. Clearly he's aggressive as well. Get out of my face, man. Stop aggroing me. Gone? Victory? I win? No, bang my Cyclops. Sea Moth. I said Sea Moth. Alright, let's try Warper. Spawn Warper. Oh yeah, look at that! Oh, I can scan him too. Oh, didn't realize he could hurt me. I'll scan you. I'm surprised you can scan a creature that isn't even properly implemented yet. Is he just bugged out? Oh. I don't know if he's teleporting or if he's just releasing gas like the gasopods do. If he's warping, he's not warping very far. He looks a lot like the Sea Emperor, though, in terms of body shape. So I wonder if the Sea Emperor is like their overlord. Oh, okay, he is warping. He is chain warped. This guy's got some serious skills. But, yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of the stuff that I left out. I'm sure there's going to be a new update rolling around the corner soon, so I'll save Subnautica until then. So, this has been dn'a, and I will see you guys in the next episode.
Alright, well...
yeah. Just give him, like, one large arm opposite his large leg. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect.
This
Body
guy is
color.
just a fucking mess.
Feeling is...
Oh, you
okay.
have to pick from a couple of presets. Come on. Lazy monster, just sitting there. Doesn't want to work for it at all. YOLO! I think you misunderstand the concept of YOLO, my friend.